Hi guys, my god, the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak probably just breached the ministerial code during an interview with host and commentator Piers Morgan. The two spoke for about an hour on a whole range of topics, from the NHS to the economy to stopping the boats. Morgan challenged Sunak over his pledge to send people to Rwanda and egged the Prime Minister into a bet. So if anyone is sent to Rwanda, Piers Morgan will donate £1,000 to a charity. The Prime Minister shook on it, showing a complete lack of understanding of how terrible this appeared. Have a look at this.
I've made no bones about this. I've been saying it the whole time, where even if it succeeds, even if miraculously you get it through Parliament, you end up just with maybe 200 people at vast expense being sent to Rwanda. And if they have a legitimate asylum case, we leave them there. None of this makes any sense to me. And I'm curious. I mean, Philip Johnston in the Telegraph said why Mr. Sunak decided to pin his entire premiership to the removal of a few hundred at most migrants to Rwanda will have historians scratching their heads in perplexity. And I agree with it. Why is this the hill you want to die on? Why is there not a better way to do this?
Okay, there's lots of that. Well, one is we've been through lots of other things as well. It's not the only thing I'm working on, but it's a really important one because it's a matter of fairness, first and foremost, because I think actually people coming here illegally undermine the sense of fairness on which our country
We can all
is
agree
built,
on that.
Right? So then you say, what do we do about it? Well, Rwanda is one part of a plan, as you said. We've already got the numbers down by a third, which has never happened before, right? So that is progress.
Yeah, you would have been sitting here and saying to me, look at that. And I would have gone, well done.
Yeah. So on Rwanda, why do you need it? Because you need a deterrent. Because simply, if someone comes here illegally, they shouldn't be allowed to stay. We must be able to remove them. And they can't all go back to the country they came from because it's very clearly not safe or a war zone, but you need to have a safe alternative to send them. And that's why you need a policy like Rwanda. And I believe that when we get it up and running, when we get flights going off, and it's uncapped so we can send lots of people there, then people will stop coming. And you know why I know that that's going to work? It's because, as you acknowledged, it's worked with Albania.
If I said to you, I'll bet you £1,000 to a refugee charity you don't get anybody on those planes before the election, will you take that bet?
Well, I want to get the people on the planes, right? Of course I want to get the people on the planes.
£1,000.
Right? I want to get the people on the planes.
Oh my goodness. Now, why is this so bad? You have a Prime Minister placing a bet, making a bet with a journalist, if you can call Piers Morgan a journalist, to send people to Rwanda. I can imagine his handlers are tearing their hair out at the seams as they looked on as the Prime Minister shook hands with Piers Morgan about sending people to Rwanda. Placing a bet on people's lives. This is not good. This is potentially in breach of the ministerial code. Now, will he resign over this? Of course not. You know, they don't care about the ministerial code. But this looks very bad. Now, I can imagine Tory after Tory after Tory MPs will be sent out on the media tomorrow, and they will be trying to paper over the cracks here, trying to excuse this. This is pretty bad. You have a Prime Minister basically joking about people's lives, joking about sending people to Rwanda, because that's what it is. It's a joke. He's trying to. He's been put in a position where he's placing a bet. He's making a bet with Piers Morgan about sending people to Rwanda. That's really bad. This is not just some backbench MP. This is the Prime Minister. Now, to the points, and I've raised these points before, when it comes to fairness, it's not about fairness. It's about denying people safe routes to the UK to claim asylum. And this idea of a deterrent, it's not a deterrent. If you're talking about 200 people, maybe 300 people being sent per year to Rwanda, it doesn't work as a deterrent. But the main point here is you have a Prime Minister making a bet with a journalist about sending people to Rwanda. This is probably one of the lowest points in Rishi Sunak's career, I think. And it's going to haunt him for the foreseeable future. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.